Hi, I'm Travis Kelm.
I'm Catherine Kelm.
And we're from the Department of Mathematics in the College of Science and Mathematics. And we're here to tell you about our redesign project for Math 75 and 75A, that's first semester calculus. The foundational model for our redesign is the flipped classroom model. Briefly, this model trusts students to read the book or watch lectures outside of class, so that in-class time can be used to actually actively work at solving calculus problems. In the redesign course, most, if not all, of the class time will be spent with the students working on problems. The instructor will circulate about the room, helping students, or even better, acting as a conduit through which students can actually help to teach each other.
Students actually do very little math in a traditional lecture class. They come to class cold, take notes, or not, and hope they understand it later. In the redesigned course, the class will meet in a computer lab every day, and students will be doing homework or other activities in class while the instructor monitors their progress and facilitates group work. We will discourage the typical rest, cram cycle brought about by infrequent midterms by replacing them with weekly quizzes. Because the material in math courses tends to build on itself throughout the term, it is vital that students not fall behind early in the semester. We will put expanded effort into tracking individual student progress and helping students become aware of and correct their deficits right away.
Like this quote says, as instructors, we really want to stop talking and get students actively doing mathematics in class. Currently, all of the homework for Math 75A is done online. We want to keep this format as it has clear benefits of instant feedback for the students and automatic grading for the faculty. By meeting at the computer lab every class session, students will be able to work on their problem sets while the instructor is there to provide precise assistance when the student needs it. Additionally, the weekly quizzes can be administered through either Blackboard, the Blackboard system, or the current online system provided by the book publisher Pearson.
The National Center for Academic Transformation documented spectacular gains in student learning at 12 different universities that dropped the traditional lecture format and instead used the fixed attendance Emporium model. Emporium means students come to a computer lab to work and get help for a major portion of the course. Fixed attendance refers to the fact that students come to a lab at a designated time, for example, the regular class time. We are very excited to try to replicate the success of the many other universities that have gotten out of the lecture habit. The existing learning outcomes for Math 75 and 75A are very quantifiable, and we already have online homework sets that reinforce these outcomes. So it should be very straightforward to incorporate the learning outcomes in the redesign. In order to test the efficacy of the redesign, we plan to compare student performance on embedded final exam questions without a traditional lecture section. We also believe it would be valuable to conduct a longitudinal analysis by measuring student success in subsequent courses.
As far as timing goes, our first step was our participation in the course Redesign Academy, which we're doing right now and why we're making this video. The next step will be to continue to work with our instructional consultant from TILT to get all of the necessary online materials in place. We hope to have everything in place and ready to pilot the Math 75A courses in the fall of 2013.
Our main concern about our course redesign is, of course, will it work? Will students benefit? Or will they simply resent not being taught in the traditional way and fail to buy in fully? There's also the risk that as students will be spending more time working problems, They may not spend as much time thinking deeply about the theory behind the exercises. Faculty will have to be sure to incorporate the big picture themes into the coursework in order to give students plenty of context for their work and allow them to synthesize the main ideas. It will also be challenging for the faculty to stick with the flipped classroom model. As students struggle with the concepts and with the expectations for the course, it will be tempting for instructors to revert to the more comfortable "let me explain" paradigm. A secondary concern is, will the technology work? Will students' scores and grades be secure? A class meeting that relies heavily on online tools could be greatly disrupted by an internet outage or other glitch. We believe that these concerns are surmountable and that our redesign will ultimately result in much improved student learning, not just in the short term, but throughout students' academic careers and beyond.
The Summer Academy has been jam-packed with ideas and tools, but here are a few that stand out. I've learned that Blackboard is a really powerful tool, and there's so much to it that can not only help students, but that can also help me streamline my workflow. There's the test pools and exam manager, the adaptive release, the integrated rubrics, the inline grading, and the previously undiscovered functionality of the Blackboard gradebook. I don't believe that Mary was joking when she said that the complete Blackboard training was over 12 hours long. I've also been inspired to think about using more multimedia tools in order to better engage and motivate my students. Making videos and video tutorials seems like an effective tool for improving communication with students. And even something as simple as sexying up the course syllabus using Web 2.0 tools could go a long way to encouraging students to engage with the course. Finally, I cannot underestimate the importance of the little tips, tricks, and tools that I've learned about just simply hanging around and having conversations with other people at the Academy. From ideas such as peer grading to how to motivate students to do homework without making it too large a proportion of their grade, the ideas I've picked up from the group have been quite valuable. Finally, we really want to give a big thanks to all of the TILT staff and the Title V team for putting together such an inspiring and useful academy. And special thanks also go out to all the other members of the academy for sharing their ideas and passion for teaching.